If you're gluten-free, whether you have celiac disease or gluten sensitivity, I have some good news for you, potentially. This depends on you knowing your body, which if you've been gluten-free for a while, regardless of whether you have celiac disease or you're gluten sensitive, you've probably become fairly certain of what your body's tolerances are. So what I'd like to talk to you today about is something called wheat starch. Now, wheat starch is when they take wheat and remove all of the gluten, and when we say all, it's within the parameters of, I'm going to talk about a couple of products, but for the United States, for Europe, the quality that you have to achieve is less than 20 parts per million gluten. That is considered a safe measure to say something's gluten-free. So what I was talking about earlier is I've definitely met patients who say, I can't even tolerate 20 parts per million. I find things that are less than 10. The company has tested it and it's less than 10. I do fine with that. So you have to know your own threshold. But through the FDA, through the European Union, it's the less than 20 parts per million is deemed safe. But as soon as I'd said wheat starch, you know, you hear the word wheat and you're like, uh-oh, I can't do this. But indeed, this has been on the market now for close to a decade, actually, wheat starch in certain products, and they have removed the gluten from the product. It is important that you look up the product, and there are certain safety measures that need to be in place, because there is unmodified wheat starch. You don't want to do that one. There's modified wheat starch. You don't want to do that one either. And then there's specially processed wheat starch. So that's the sweet spot for us who are gluten-free. I am amongst you. So the specially processed means it's gone through special testing. So there's something called, well, an ELISA test measures the presence, in this case, the presence of gluten, so the protein gluten. There are special ELISA tests one is called a sandwich ELISA, and that basically is detecting any intact gluten molecule. So that's intact gluten, that's the sandwich. And then there's the competitive ELISA, which is looking for any presence of even hydrolyzed gluten protein. So that would be fragments of gluten protein. So of course, we don't want any. So you want the company to say, we specially process the product, so you're looking for that, and then you've got the sandwich ELISA and you've got the competitive ELISA, both. And when it's gone through that process, these companies are not only certified gluten-free, so they have the less than 20 parts per million, but I found some that were more in the 10 and even less than 5 parts per million, which is pretty exciting. So for those of you who have that low tolerance to anything, you could still be enjoying some gluten-free flour that has wheat starch. So don't be afraid. I mean, of course, try it. It's very important. I'm not telling you to do this if you already know you can't tolerate anything. But knowing your body is critical. But if you do find with products that are labeled gluten-free and don't have any cross-contamination, and you play with some of these things and you do well, then this is just a new alternative for you, because the characteristics of wheat starch are different than the rice starch and potato starch, and they give you a little bit more of that, what you're missing by having to be gluten-free and avoid wheat. So a few companies I found. One is the King Arthur Baking Company, that's widely available here in the US, and something called Molino, which is M-O-L-I-N-O. So these are both flours, and a lot of these companies have combinations where they have the wheat starch and then they have other gluten-free flours. But what I liked about the King Arthur and the Molino is that they certify as being less than 10 parts per million. So that's exciting. That gets us, 50% below the 20 that the FDA says is fine. Then there's a company from Italy, it's called Caputo, which is C-A-P-U-T-O, and it says that it achieves less than 5 parts per million. So that would be your best bet based on their research and what they say that their product imparts. Now they have what's called a red bag and a blue bag, and the blue is for pizza and the red is for bread. So they have a few varieties. You can look that up depending on what you're trying to do. But just in case you hadn't heard about wheat starch, or you were just afraid of it, then I wanted to talk to you about it. I will say that if you're traveling in Europe and you see any products that say low gluten or very low gluten, you have to stay away from those because they have up to less than 100 parts per million. So that's 5x to 10x more than you want. So very low, no, not for us, not for us. But these companies are available in the US, as I said, and you know, a little more enjoyment, a little more variety, see how your body does with it, but they truly are gluten-free, and you just have to know your own threshold for parts per million. So I hope this was some good news for you. Maybe have some fun in the kitchen baking with these things, and let me know any good recipes you find. We'll share it with our patients as well. So if you like this content, please give it a thumbs up. Consider subscribing to the channel so that more people can see the type of information I share. And I appreciate you, and we'll talk soon.